Shine with Kendall Lanice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
Hello, everybody, and guess what this is? This is a bonus episode of Shine with me, Kendall Lanice. If this is your first time tuning in and you're blessed enough to catch this bonus episode, welcome. I hope you go back to listen to all the other episodes of Shine with Kendall Lanice. There are a lot of entertaining and informing episodes. I do a little bit of everything. Go back and listen. You can listen from anywhere, in your car, at the gym, on the treadmill that you don't want to be on, in the car, as I stated, at work, at home. Turn off the television and put on this podcast. That would be great, and I would appreciate that greatly. I'm trying to get some great sponsors here on Shine with Kendall Lanice. So one way for me to get those sponsors is if you subscribe and you share with friends and say, hey, I heard about this podcast called Shine with Kendall Lanice. Please subscribe and listen. She's talking about great things, and her guests are just as amazing as we all are. That's why I say let's shine together. This is real talk for real people. We can all shine together. That's why I named it Shine, because there are so many people doing amazing things out there, and I want to give them a platform, and as well as me this platform to speak to you guys, because I'm a transformational life coach and speaker, as well as an author and a certified financial coach, and so much more. But my passion and purpose is to motivate, inspire, and uplift. I go by the name of Lady Motivator. So again, thank you. If you always listen to Shine with Kendall Lanice, I appreciate you abundantly. Thank you so much for your support. So I just felt like talking to you guys. So I said, let me do a bonus episode. So that's a beautiful thing about a podcast. Like, I can come to you guys whenever I choose to. And I'm so grateful that my podcasts are uploaded on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, YouTube. Everywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can search for Shine with Kendall Lanice and find me. So I'm so excited about that. The best is yet to come. So today I shine my spotlight on minding your business. Dad, Kendall, that's a little abrasive. Mind my business. What do you mean by that? I mean, mind your business. And I always like to say, if you mind your business, you can mind your business, meaning you'll have time to work your business, to work your ideas, if you're focusing on your business and not so much on what everybody else is doing. So many people get caught up in what everyone else is doing that they can't even focus on what they need to do. And when stuff is not working out for them, they're wondering why. Why? Why can't I do this, or why can't I do that? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's important for you guys to get what you need out of life. If you can't get what you need out of life because you're so focused on someone else's life, then that's a problem. Wouldn't you agree? I know I would. Think about that. But before we go any further, I want to, even on this bonus episode, I want to keep with the program and give you my life note. Be right back. All right, it's time for this week's life note. All right, I love that. So let's see. Our life note today is, if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. So if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. I love that quote, and that's by Napoleon Hill, whoever he is. But I think it is big, because when we're talking about minding someone else's business and really trying to focus on our own business, a lot of people get caught up in what this person has or what that person has, and why hasn't my ship come in yet, or what did I do wrong? This person doesn't deserve this person doesn't deserve that. They're not as talented as me, they're not as smart as me, they're not as pretty, beautiful, gorgeous as me, they're not as sexy as me, they're not as humble as I am, they're not, whatever you're comparing to, especially with this day and age of social media. Everybody is comparing themselves to everybody. They went on 5 vacations. I only went on 2. They got married 3 times. I can't even be proposed to 1 time. Look at their children. I can't have 1 child and they have 5. I mean, people are like, his woman is fine and I got this over here. Like, people are in people's business so much. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But sad to say, that's the world we live in now. We live in a world where everybody is in everybody's business. Why? Because we put them in our business. We put people in our business and then get mad when people are in our business. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Isn't that crazy? Think about that. You know, you're posting on social media all of your business, like details, names, dates, times. And then when somebody comments under what you wrote, you tell them to mind their business. Let's just pause on that for a moment. And I get it, as a life coach, I know a lot of people need somebody to talk to, need somebody to go through their issues and problems with them and help them sort out their lives in many different orders and fashions. I get it. And some people's therapy or coaching is online because people need to get stuff off their chest. We know that. People need to do that. People are hurt. People are broken. You know, everybody on this earth is broken to some capacity. They have a childhood trauma of some type of sort, some sort of issue. So a lot of people are going through a lot, right? So then they get on social media and put all their business out there in a negative light, like I said, naming people. And then when people comment or go onto the other person's page, because y'all know people are messy like that, they go on somebody else's page and start saying this and that. Next thing you know, they're spending 4 hours of their life going from one page to the next page to the next page, someone's social media page, just discovering and investigating and all of this stuff. People are so focused on other people, and then other people get mad when they're focused on their business and they put it out there. So when we talk about, let's just say, social media, let's take Instagram, for example. Not because it's my favorite, but I do like Facebook as well. But Instagram, I think I spend more time on there as far as reading and looking and seeing. Facebook, I do a lot of posting, but I don't look at a lot of the posts on there from other people. Whatever's up on my feed when I open up my Facebook, that's what I tend to look at. But with Instagram, I tend to really scroll through because I like pictures and photography, and I like to see, you know, some of the crazy memes. I mean, people are creative these days. You guys know people will have you laughing and thoroughly entertained when it comes to Facebook. So, Instagram, or memes, I should say. But going on there, it's easy to get caught up in someone else's life. And I'm very evolved and I'm very enlightened. And I'm a woman of a certain age, you know, certain educational background, certain, prestige, if you will. But I can get caught up in the hype. Like, dang, they going on another vacation again? And I'm trying to get on one. I mean, it's easy to get caught up, especially, but there's a difference with minding somebody's business in a malicious way, or saying, you go girl, or you go boy, you doing that thing. It's totally different. when you're doing that. I mean, I use Instagram as entertainment and motivation, because I see people that are in the same field as I am doing big things, and I look at and I connect with a lot of people. Hey, how did you get this? What are you doing? You want to partner? You want to be a guest on Shine? And people do that with me. So I think I think it's a great way to connect with other people and to use it as a source of motivation, right? Not envy and jealousy. That's when it gets a little tricky. People are doing that. People are using it as a form of, why do they have this and I don't have this? And to that, I say, mind your own business, run your own race, do what you need to do to get where you need to go. Stop worrying about other people's business so much that you can't even focus on your own. Why? Because there's only 24 hours in a day. And if you're spending most of your time concerned about what other people are doing, then you have less time to focus on what you need to be doing. Okay. But before I continue, I'm just going to take a quick break and I will be right back. Thank you for shining with me, Kendall Anise. If you're here for the very first time, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to the show and don't forget to tell your friends and family about Shine. We'll be right back. And I'm back. I just had to take a quick sip. You guys know when you're doing a podcast or when you're talking in front of people or when you're just talking a lot through the day, nonstop. And I do that. I speak, I coach, I talk to clients all day. I'm talking to someone all day. And I talk to you guys. I post videos on Instagram and social media. So thank God for this voice. I'm always talking and I'm always drinking water to get my life together. So sometimes I have to take a quick break to get a little sippy sip. And right now I just took a sip of my kombucha. You guys have kombucha? If you don't know what kombucha is, there are a lot of great health benefits in kombucha. You need to check it out. You can ask me what kinds are the best kinds or taste the best, because it's not a drink for pleasure, if you will, but some of them taste horrible and some of them are it's an acquired taste. You get used to them after a while, but it's a probiotic tea and it's fermented, so it doesn't taste as good, but a lot of health benefits to kombucha. Speaking of health benefits, I just want to plug next week's show. What is that? So August, I believe it's the 7th. Yeah, so August 7th, we're going to have a show about meditation. So I'm all about self-care and helping you guys be here longer. Mind, body, and spirit. So that will be, and I have an amazing guest who I met on Instagram. She's phenomenal. And we'll be talking about meditation. Then I have so many other great shows in store for you all. So just keep listening to Shine with Kendall Anise. There are so many guests and positive shows and funny and silly. And we're also going to have part 2 of the Sex and Intimacy show. I'm going to have sex coach Kane come back. I think it's the last show of August. I think that's the 31st. But just check out for it. And if you missed part 1 of the clinical sexologist and certified sex coach Kane, check that show out. That show, yeah, check that out. So many people are like, oh, wow, that sex show was so good. Because that's a part of life, right? We're grown. Some of us are married. Sex is just, part of life and intimacy. And it was really a good show, just like all the good shows. But back to this particular bonus episode of Shine with Kendall Anise. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking about minding your business. And if you know somebody that needs to mind their business, kindly share this episode with them. All right. So talking about minding your business, if you mind your business, you can mind your business. Meaning, once again, you have more time to focus on what you need to do, whether that's your relationship, whether that's your career, whether that's your job, whether that's your children, your spouse. You can focus on starting a new business. You can focus on all of that. And you can set a whole schedule, and you can have all the time in the world you need to focus on your business. But you can't do that while you're focusing on someone else's business, and you're so focused and you're so invested in someone else's marriage. Doesn't that crack you up? So many people are focused on some other people's marriages that they can't even focus on their marriage. And the real funny thing is, some of these people are on social media and you don't even know them. And you're so invested in their marriage that you forget to nurture yours. Hello. Can I get an amen on that? Because I know someone feels me out there with that. Also, think about someone else's career. You're so green-eyed with envy, figuring out how they got on television, or how they got that corporate job, or how they got that big office overlooking a lake somewhere. How did they get that and I'm stuck in the mailroom? Ask them. Instead of being envious and minding their business in that way, mind their business in a positive way. Like, hey, I'm trying to get where you are right now. How did you get there? What route did you take? Not that you're going to follow the same path, but they can give you a slight blueprint of how to get there. Now, on the flip side, people that have arrived, quote unquote, or where they need to be, or they're trying to climb to get to where they need to be, don't be afraid and don't be so high and mighty that you can't tell someone else how to get there. Because so many people are like, well, that's not my business. That's not my concern. And that's the only time I don't suggest minding your business. If you're trying to be funny and say, well, that's not my problem. Because we are all in here together. We're all on this earth together. We do need each other, whether you think so or not. And we want to help other people in any way we can. We don't want to see our fellow sister or brother down, right? I hope not. So when you think about minding your business, you can mind somebody's business if somebody doesn't have food. You can mind their business to give them some food. You can mind their business to maybe help them out in their marriage by giving positive words, or tell them how you were able to keep your 10, 20, 30, 40-year marriage together. You can mind somebody's business if somebody you know needs a place to stay and they're homeless otherwise. You can mind their business by asking them if they need money, time, a bed, a sandwich. That's a good way to mind someone else's business. But if you're minding someone else's business so much that you cannot mind your own, then you need to check yourself. Now, I want to go back to social media for a moment. I've seen so many people in the comments of so many different posts telling people what they should do in that. Why'd you wear that shirt? Or why are you still with him? You know he cheated on you. Or why did you decide to take that career job? Or why are you doing this when you were doing that before? Like, it's a difference between curiosity and just being nosy and messy and minding someone's business. Now, I haven't arrived to that point, and I hope I never do, but the bigger that I get, the more input and the more opinion someone is going to have. I'm very clear on that. But I get positive messages thus far. I can't say that will always be the case because I don't know where I'm going to go in life. I don't know where my career is going to take me and what I'm going to do to piss somebody off. But I'm to the point, I'm a woman of a certain age. Hey, you can't please everybody, and I'm not trying to live for anyone. But I do have my own voice. I do have my own opinion, and it's not going to be what people would need or expect from me. So, of course, someone is not going to agree. And that's what we can do as adults. We can agree to disagree, but not be so far in somebody's business that we can't get out. And what I mean by that is you're so up someone else's you know what that you can't even see because you're focused on them. So that's what this show is about, minding someone's business where you're so clouded that you forget that you have your own, or you've never taken the time to have your own business. Because how can you if you're in someone else's? So let's talk about minding your own business with an actual business. Brick and mortar or online business or an Instagram business or a service or a product that you have. If there is a business that you would like to start, I'm here to tell you that you can start it first and foremost. If you want to be an entrepreneur, guess what? You can be an entrepreneur. It takes dedication, it takes discipline, it takes a little bit of cash, but most importantly, it takes a hustle. Like a legal, legitimate hustle, a grind. And you can't put that in a lot of people. Some people don't have the hustle or grind in them, and that's not something that you can go to school for, and that's not something that can be taught to you. So think about, okay, if you want to mind your business, what type of business do you have? If you want to start your own, if you want to focus on a business, you got to educate yourself. You got to become knowledgeable about that business. You have to ask people who are in that business a ton of questions to find out what you need to do. And now, like I said, I'm from a generation where we had to go to the library, get the card catalog. We had to go by the Dewey Decimal System, and we had to find information that way. Now you have information right at the tip of your finger with your cell phones, iPads, all of that, tablets. You can find out anything you need to find out. So now you can do your own investigations. And instead of following people for pleasure or joy on social media, follow people who are where you want to be. Go to LinkedIn, find out, the business-minded people who you have. Go on Facebook, see people's posts and say, hey, they're doing what I'm doing, or they're using a particular software that I want to use because that video that they put together looks nice, or that photo that they put together looks nice. Or go to Instagram. A lot of sponsors, a lot of ads. People are doing big things. Follow the people who are doing what you're doing. Watch how they move. See what they do. Ask questions. Ask for a meeting to be set up. Inbox them. Get their phone numbers. That's how you can get into your own business. And I talk about social media a lot for a reason, because that is where we are today. Let's be clear. So if you old folks ain't on social media and you got a business, you are missing out, because that's where the money is. That's where the connections and the networking are. It's no longer meeting up at Applebee's or TGIF Fridays or going to a meet and greet networking event. Yes, those do work. Now networking is on social media. And if you want to stay with the times, you need to get on social media and promote and see and look and market and do everything that you can do. Find people to work with. I have met so many amazing people and had so many great opportunities thus far in my career by people that I met on social media, because that will get you out there, and as you go. Unfortunately, if you want to be a twerker, that will get you out there. If you want to be a CEO, that will get you out there. If you want to be an anchor person, that will get you out there. If you want to be a teacher, that will help you too, believe it or not, because you can connect with other teachers on social media, Facebook pages about teachers, and finding out what is going on. If you're a new teacher coming in the game, you can connect with some, seasoned teachers to find out. Any career that you can think of. If you are a social activist, if you're a political activist, You can connect with other activists on social media. You can post, you can bring your message forth to the masses on social media. So when we talk about minding your business, make sure it's something that is worth something. When you're focusing on your business and someone may not be focusing on their business, you can also mentor and speak that into someone else. Hey, I see you're just going through social media. I'm looking at your followers, and all you follow is Instagram models. All you follow is food shows and trucks. And if you want to be a chef, that is the perfect follow. A food truck or restaurant. But make it something that you enjoy, but then also posts that you can benefit from financially, spiritually, professionally, and personally, relationship wise as well. People say relationship goals. I got relationship goals, and that's excellent, because if you see a couple on social media and they're talking about positivity, they're telling you a way to get married, or to have this type of marriage, or this is what we do in this relationship, you can mind their business a little bit. Because if you've been married for 2 months and somebody has been married for 20 years, I think that they can give you some nuggets of wisdom to help your longevity in your marriage. Now, if you're going on that post talking about why she got that on, they just said that they celebrated their 99th wedding anniversary, but all you can focus on is on what they're wearing, or why her lipstick was messed up, or why his hairline was to the left, and you're focusing on the wrong things. So that's when I would ask you to mind your business in that way. Sit down somewhere, But if you focus, and I'm going to say that for the third time, if you mind your business, then you can mind your business. That's what this show is all about. I want to take a quick break. I've been minding my business. I wrote a song called It's You, and it was written by me, and it was sung by Queen P beautifully. It is my love letter to God. I did a little minding my business, y'all. I'm a writer. I love to write, and that's why I wrote that song. So the beautiful thing about It's You in the society that we're in now, you can put out your own music. So of course I didn't sing it, but I did write it. So stream it where all songs are available, all digital platforms. So I'm going to play It's You, and I'll be right back.
The one who knows my heart, I knew it from the start. When I'm lost, you're my tour guide, the only thing that's right. My candle in the dark, the one who lights the spark. You never keep the score, that's why I wanna praise you more. Why I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you who brings the sun. For me, you are the that's why I praise you more. It's you. You're the reason I go on. You're the one who keeps me strong. You hold my hand when I am scared. It's you. Oh, it's you. It's you who makes me calm. You wrap me safely in your arms. It's you who unlocks my door. That's why I wanna praise you more. It's you who leads my day. It's you. That's why I stand here and say,
that was It's You, written by me, Kendall Anise, and sung beautifully by Queen P. See what had happened? I'm minding my own business and wrote a whole song. You see that? It's so there's so many things that I am doing that I'm just pleased that are coming forth. I have a new book coming out, hopefully by this winter. And when I say hopefully by this winter, if it's December, I will be even happier. But if it's January or February, then that's the time it's supposed to come out. Everything happens in His order. But I have a couple of speaking gigs coming up. I'm accepting new clients. I have a new coaching client starting August 2019, which it is now. So I'm grateful. I am the little train that can with this podcast. That's what I like to call it. So I'm trying to build up the audience. I have an amazing audience right now. So I'm looking for everyone else to join in on the party train. So you can say, I remember when Kendall started her podcast. You know, this is, I think, episode 79. But I started, with her when she was doing her podcast, and now she's doing major things. That's right. I'm speaking it into existence. And that's what I teach. Again, I am a life coach, so I don't know any other way to be. But that's what you got to do. You got to be so focused on your business that you don't have time to think about what other people are doing. Although you see what they're doing and you see the amazing things that they're doing, a lot of people in my field, they're doing amazing things. Their careers are just, skyrocketing, and everybody starts from somewhere. So when I see people and I'm minding someone else's business, it's only for me to get better and for me to grow. And hopefully when somebody is looking at me, they have that same inspiration, because that's what I always try to do with my life, is to really, show people through my life what I'm doing, and hopefully they're able to jump on the train and I could teach and show them in any kind of way. to be bigger, to be better, to be broader, to live without excuses, and to be unapologetic about your life and really mind your business means focus on your race. I ran track, and when I ran track, I couldn't look to the left or to the right of me. I had to focus on my race, and I had to focus on that finish line. So that's what I want you guys to do. I thank you so much for tuning into this bonus episode of Shine with Kendall Lanice. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and listen to more of the episode, past episodes and future episodes. If no one told you, you are amazing today. I'm telling you right now, you are a star, so don't allow anyone to dim your shine. God bless.
Shine with Kendall Lanice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.